Alright guys, welcome back for more gaming news. It's again every time here, and tonight we will discuss about new upcoming gaming title, WWE 2K22, inclusive of its release date with all latest news and rumors surrounding it. WWE 2K22 is happening, and it was confirmed earlier in the year than any previous 2K wrestling sim. At WrestleMania 37 in April, the publisher announced WWE 2K22 by way of a trailer featuring Rey Mysterio and Cesaro. It finally brings an end to the infamous WWE 2K20 era, a game so bad that it saw WWE 2K21 cancelled. How, when and where will you get your hands on WWE 2K22? After a much-needed hiatus, WWE 2K22 is coming back. The game was announced at WrestleMania 37, with the slogan "Hits Different." Fans will certainly be hoping that WWE 2K22 is a significant improvement over the disastrous WWE 2K20. But what do we know about WWE 2K22 so far? And when can we expect to be back inside the squared circle, throwing haymakers, making people tap, and delivering electrifying finishers in front of the WWE Universe? Even before the trailer dropped, publisher 2K made it clear that a new game was on the way, with vast improvements on WWE 2K20. We hear you and we know you want more from the franchise, so we are applying what we've learned to the next WWE 2K simulation game, with a renewed focus on quality and fun, said publisher 2K back in April 2020. As part of that commitment, we are extending the production timeline, and will not be releasing a WWE 2K simulation game in 2020. We want to ensure the development team can create a great game that will entertain grizzled WWE 2K veterans, as well as newcomers who want to climb through the ropes and step into the ring for the very first time. WWE 2K22 is definitely happening, despite the series' future being in doubt after 2K21's cancellation. The publisher hasn't provided a release date as of yet, but previous entries in the series have been released in October. That might not be the case for WWE 2K22, due to the fact it's been in development longer than previous titles, but October is a good shout nonetheless. The biggest event left on the WWE calendar this year is SummerSlam, which takes place on August 22nd. This could be an opportune moment for 2K to announce WWE 2K22's release date to the WWE fans, much like how they announced the game at WrestleMania 37. We've rounded up all the WWE 2K22 trailers here for your viewing pleasure, including some interesting insights from the development team which show some of the game's new technology in action. The first trailer for WWE 2K22 dropped during WrestleMania 37, and stars a photorealistic-looking Rey Mysterio and Cesaro battling it out. We get to see Rey performing his famous 619 finisher, along with various close-ups of Rey's new character model. Immediately jump over to our WWE 2K22 announcement story if you'd like to watch the trailer right away. It features veterans Rey Mysterio and Cesaro going face-to-face. Actually, feet-to-face is more accurate on next-gen, and looks mint. Let's hope WWE 2K22 gameplay matches up to those impressive visuals. Back in April 2020, 2K released a statement explaining the sudden cancellation of WWE 2K21, and how it planned to make WWE 2K22 the best game yet. We hear you and we know you want more from the franchise, so we are applying what we've learned to the next WWE 2K simulation game, with a renewed focus on quality and fun, the publisher said. As part of that commitment, we are extending the production timeline, and will not be releasing a WWE 2K simulation game in 2020. We want to ensure the development team can create a great game that will entertain grizzled WWE 2K veterans, as well as newcomers who want to climb through the ropes and step into the ring for the very first time. There are high hopes, then, that WWE 2K22 will be a return to form for the franchise, but also that it will dramatically improve upon previous entries, which have been rather lackluster. The WWE roster has changed more than in previous years, partly due to COVID-19, resulting in multiple layoffs. It means that the WWE 2K22 roster may not be nailed down just yet, and could offer a few surprises. The break in development means the roster could look quite different, which should help freshen things up. Some debutants we're likely to see include Dominic Mysterio and Angel Garza, with popular NXT wrestlers also making the cut. We also expect the usual legends to make an appearance, like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, as well as prominent superstars like Asuka, AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. Should WWE 2K22 emerge before Christmas 2021, it'll have been more than 2 years since the company's last Sim Grappler, ensuring a welcome shake-up of the WWE 2K22 roster. Before its cancellation, GR ran through a list of expected new faces on the WWE 2K21 roster, and most of those still stand. John Morrison is ensured of a first series appearance since WWE 12, while guaranteed first-timers include T-Bar and Mace, Angel Garza, and Dominic Mysterio. The presence of third-brand NXT wrestlers isn't so assured, but Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Santos Escobar and Dexter Lumis are all strong possibilities. While we still don't know which WWE superstars will grace the game's cover quite yet, fans have had their say on who they'd like to see. In a poll by the WWE Fox Twitter account, fans voted for Drew McIntyre and Sasha Banks as the superstars they'd like to see on the box. Will 2K Games agree with the fans' selection? We'll have to wait and see. It's not possible to bet on video gaming covers, but should Ladbrokes start offering odds tomorrow, Drew McIntyre would be hot favorite. After toppling Brock Lesnar to become WWE Champion at WrestleMania 36, he spent most of 2020 in possession of Raw's main belt, only interrupted by a brief Randy Orton reign. McIntyre dropped the title to The Miz at February's Elimination Chamber show, but should be back on top imminently, and a WWE 2K22 cover would cement his main event status. Roman Reigns, longtime champ on SmackDown, is the other major contender. Two things count against him in comparison to McIntyre. He's a heel, bad guy, and, alongside Becky Lynch, was one of the two cover stars of the comically awful WWE 2K20. WWE and 2K would do well to steer clear of links to that project despite Reigns' dominance, and Lynch's continuing popularity during maternity leave. WWE 2K22 will feature over 4,800 new animations for this year's entry, which is over 1,000 more than usual. Patrick Gilmore, one of the game devs, said that the team was continuing to add more as the game is developed. We also got to see the game's new Mocap studio in action, and Gilmore revealed that it's 2 times bigger, which means the team can seamlessly capture moves, entrances and elaborate cutscenes that take place in and out of the ring. WWE 2K22 has new face scanning technology. WWE 2K22 will use an all-new face scanning rig that's equipped with 80 high-resolution cameras that allow Visual Concepts to create high-precision 3D sculpts of the superstars. The clip shows WWE stars Booker T and Ric Flair enter the contraption, which looks like Darth Vader's personal chambers, and pull various faces as they get scanned by the cameras. The controversial decision to cut ties with longtime developer Yuke's is cited as one of the key reasons for WWE 2K20's failure. It meant that in-house studio Visual Concepts was left to finish a part-developed title on its own. Yuke's had helmed the series since its PS1 inception as WWF SmackDown back in the year 2000. Visual Concepts is still maintaining control of WWE 2K22, although with a new face at its helm. Australian dev Patrick Gilmore, once the kingpin of EA's beloved Medal of Honor series, is on board as executive producer, and was active on Twitter during the summer of 2020, seeking fan ideas. At least 7 of the dev team also post on Reddit's WWE Games forum if you're looking to interact. This introductory post is a great starting point. There's also a WWE 2K20 feedback project on the official 2K forums, which the company says is directly influencing WWE 2K21. It all sounds encouraging. As for Yuke's, they've moved on to a new wrestling sim. The highly anticipated first EU video game. Head there if you're looking for a brawler featuring a host of past WWE stars, such as Dean Ambrose, Chris Jericho, and Matt Hardy. The tagline for WWE 2K22 is, "It hits different." That mantra doesn't just apply to the game itself, but the way we market it and communicate with the press, content creators, and our community, says 2K Global Communications Manager, Al Stavola. We want to try out new ideas and bring everyone along for the journey. You're going to see things earlier than you have before, with more behind-the-scenes content than we've shown in the past. Transparency is really important. This is a different and huge step in the right direction. Introduced in SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 back on PS2 and Xbox, GM mode, in which you signed wrestlers then booked feuds and shows, and were awarded ratings for exciting matches and dramatic feuds, remains the series' most popular feature. Sadly, it was axed after SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. Fans have lobbied endlessly for its return ever since. Reddit poster Madrid 357 has a GM mode concept so comprehensive I can only recommend you read it in full. Highlights include, ticket prices of the shows are changeable. You can have multiple sponsors. If you have a good show, you see that in the TV ratings, match ratings, even the new subscribers of WWE Network. You have your shows in different cities. Some stadiums could have 50,000 seats, while another has 30,000 seats. You must plan financially, and can even hold your show in the WWE Development Center with just 5,000 seats. No costs because of no rental of the arena, but also you won't get many new fans, because you stay in your territory. At the very least, argues Vanquish 208 on the official 2K forums, GM mode should be merged with the feature that replaced it. I'm okay with it being separate from Universe Mode. However, I'm also not opposed to certain aspects of GM Mode being added to Universe Mode, such as a yearly draft, match show ratings, trades, etc. If these GM Mode features are added to Universe Mode, I think it's important to have an option to turn them off for the Universe players that don't want this aspect of control. Fellow poster Madness NH97 argues that in-match physics must be the priority. The interactivity between moves and the environment needs to improve. I've been asking for this since WWE 2K15. By that I don't mean carry moves, but any move, like a suplex, or powerbomb, or spear, done near the barricade, steps, or ropes. They should connect with these parts of the environment. When doing a German suplex with Brock Lesnar towards the barricade, the opponent should be ragdolled into it, instead of both wrestlers just sliding around, so the animation plays out the way it does usually. For Nikami on Reddit, it all comes back to the WWE 2K22 roster. I hope we can introduce way more NXT superstars for the new game. It would be great to play with Karrion Kross, Damian Priest, Walter Imperium. With the introduction of the NXT superstars, we could have a showcase of the best NXT matches of all time. Just like in WWE 2K14, where we had all of the WrestleManias. While many wrestling game veterans would like to see WWE 2K22 build upon the rock-solid foundations that games like WWF No Mercy established, most people are clamoring for popular modes that were axed from previous games, like GM Mode from SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. GM Mode let you sign wrestlers, book shows and create feuds, and players were awarded ratings based on how exciting the matches were. In a post on the official 2K forums, which asked fans for their top 3 requests, which not everyone stuck to, GM Mode was a prominent request. And there you have it. Everything that we know about this upcoming title so far. Some additional info might be unveiled over the course of time, so make sure to check back as we'll be updating our channel as soon as more information get revealed from developers and all that. So guys, that's it. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then give this video a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Till then,